I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The mad scientist lab.
Because we have to be upbeat and happy all the time here on the 212th episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is I, RJ, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. There's that famous peace sign of his. I'm going to make it famous to where he won't do it anymore. And Shawn, welcome back to the show, man.
What it do?
So good to have you back, dude.
Thank you very much.
Hold on, we also have Epic is in here. He's talking about time you're back on Twitch. First of all, we were on Twitch last week, sir. You weren't here, so
He must be talking about me, obviously.
no, he's talking about us.
So he messaged me earlier today, and he said, hey, are you guys doing the podcast tonight, or do I have to wait till Monday again? And I said, what do you mean? I said, we were live all last week, live Saturday here at 6:30 p.m. on Twitch. Yeah. And he said it didn't say that we were online.
Oh, then he just didn't get the notification then.
I don't know.
Check your notifications, maybe. I don't know if maybe they did some updates on Twitch or something. Did you see this one today or what?
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe there was like some sort of technical error last week as nobody joined us, as me and Jared sat alone.
Yeah, nobody was on last week.
Oh.
It felt like fucking one of the olden days.
Yeah.
Where we're just talking to the camera by ourselves.
Well, we sat around a pit of fire inside of a cave.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah, that sounded... you sat around a who?
I'm just saying, man, but Jared
I'm glad I'm not the only one that caught that one.
Let's all just relax. It's my first drink in a week, and you know what causes me to drink? The Stillers. So please,
boy.
God, if you're out there, please help them. Please, please, please. And anybody out there who's watching, please, for the Stillers. But I will not go on with my depression about my football team because it's not good for views or the show.
Wait, weren't we on the week before that? Oh, we've been on every week since, like, there was one week that we had, it was the week that we couldn't do it on Saturday because...
Celebrating some birthdays, yeah.
Yeah, but we still were on Twitch that day.
Yeah. So I don't know, but the fact that he said that makes me think that other people that do watch maybe he ran into the same problem.
We didn't get anybody last week. That was really weird. He said he didn't get it today, but he just kept checking to make sure he was able to watch for a little bit. I don't know, man. I'll check the notifications and maybe need to update your Twitch. I did when I pulled it up on my phone. I did get a thing that said I need to update my Twitch app. So.
All right, well, we got to make sure that people are watching us because it's important. You guys are important to the show. You are the lab rats, as we like to say. So what's going on, guys? Shawn, how have you been?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
What's the what's the haps?
What's the haps?
Yeah, what's been going on?
On the MTV raps.
Yeah, I like this. Yeah, we're getting a little funky here on the Mad Scientist Lab.
That's how we roll. We're some funky fellas, Funky fresh.
So work's been good. Everything's been all right, man?
Ghost chips with the hammer. Rest for RJ.
Shout out to Ghost Ships.
Shout out to Epic for the, I think that's 10 tier 1 subs. You get discounts, so if you want to add any more, go right ahead.
Yeah.
To me, a tier 1 sub would be steak and cheese. What's like your tier 1 sub sandwich?
Whatever helps keep this show going.
No, but if I had to pick a sub, oh, man. Oh, yeah, here we go. So the Philly cheesesteak is really good. However, I'm like a turkey bacon ranch kind of guy.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So like...
Actually, that is good.
Yeah, like a turkey bacon ranch or maybe like a grilled chicken.
Even Jersey Mike's has a good one of those.
I also love a good Italian sub,
Bozelli's Metro is really...
I don't like salami. I fucking despise salami.
I will eat it when it's with other things. I will not eat it alone.
I love salami.
Yeah, if that makes... I will eat it on a sandwich with other things, but I won't eat it by itself.
Oh, I used to just eat slices of it at Johnny's all the time.
I know. It sounds like... It also looks like something you would do.
Hey, I like salami.
Yeah. Dude, that should be a bit. Hey, I like salami. Dude,
that's yours right there.
Dude, yeah, there we go. We found it.
I'm the salami guy.
Dude, we finally found some gold digging in the earth.
Put some feta cheese on it. Fuck yeah.
I'm not a feta cheese guy, man.
Oh, I like feta.
Nah, I'm not a feta cheese guy. It's just too moldy for me, if that makes any sense.
Man, that makes me wonder, like, yeah, y'all can keep going.
I'm just all right, so work's been good. You haven't had to knock any customers out with, like, the pedigree or anything like that, dude?
No. Luckily, I mean, it's been pretty slow some days. I mean, the weekdays during the day. But, had a good night last Saturday. Thursday daytime was busy. But, it's kind of like people are saving their money for Christmas.
Yeah, it's because of the holidays, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like this year especially, like everything is a lot tighter for everybody. If
I know my jeans are.
Yeah,
Oh.
so yeah, a lot tighter around
There's
here.
your comedy.
Yeah. Oh man, dude, we are some funny
We are
guys.
top notch.
Yeah. No, but I feel like certain businesses are slowing down, and I don't feel because me and Jared kind of touched on Black Friday a little bit a few weeks ago. But what I read an article the other day about the Cabbage Patch Kids, dude, and the craze that it caused back in the early 80s.
Like Tickle Me Elmo.
Yeah, it had like the same factor.
And the Turbo Man doll.
And the article, and I don't know if this was just for reads or if this is just for or maybe it's kind of true, but the Cabbage Patch Kid craze kind of sparked the whole Black Friday craze ordeal.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
And I just thought it was a pretty cool read, and some of the people were talking about, hey, people were fighting in the aisles for a
I
doll.
wish I could have seen that.
Yeah.
I just like to stand there and watch.
I don't remember seeing that particular thing because I didn't really have any because my cousin had the cards or whatever. We didn't actually have any of the dolls.
I had at least one Cabbage Patch.
But I don't recall there. I mean, I know there was a craze for it, but it was the popular thing. Like everybody had cabbage. Everybody at school was talking about it. And this was, I don't know, that generation or my generation. We had some weird shit. I just watched some shit today. It was talking about. It was a scene in the Gremlins when she's talking to whatever the guy's name is, and she's like telling the story of how her father died and how she found out that there was no Santa Claus. And I was like, this is the type of shit that was PG back in the day.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. Like her dad was trying to come down the chimney as Santa Claus to drop off the gifts at their house, and the house ended up burning down, and they found him inside the chimney.
Yeah.
That's a fucking crazy ass story, bro.
Dude.
I mean, that's just a movie, but still.
But you're right. If the way the world has become, and we talk about it all the time here on the show, is like that was Gremlins is a classic first and foremost. And yes, it's a PG movie, but when you're showing it to kids, it's like Santa's not real. Your father's dead. Blah,
Oh yeah,
blah,
I didn't even make those connections as a kid because I was just interested in the Gizmo and all that.
Yeah,
shit.
Gizmo.
That was another big one back in the day too. I had a Gizmo doll, like a little stuffed animal.
Gizmo is such a dope name in general, I feel.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the cooler like nerd names. Like you could I don't want to say nerd, but it's just a cool ass like
It's kind of nerdy. Gremlins is kind of a nerdy cult classic type thing.
No, and I really wouldn't view it as anything other than that, to be honest with you.
Horror. Christmas horror.
Christmas horror. Scary.
What up, Londa? No worries, bro.
But I just thought it was an interesting read with the Cabbage Patch thing, and how people were like kind of fighting over toys, and it's like, man, has this kind of like always been like this?
No.
Because I remember when I was a kid, I think, and it's going to be different for everybody my age, I feel, but when I was a kid, one of the harder things to get was the White Tiger Zord for the Power Rangers. And that was a super hot item. And luckily enough, my grandmother, hold on, before you hit me.
I'm going to hit you.
Yeah, before.
That's crazy.
What, the White Tiger Zord? Gay! It's not gay. It's Mighty Morphin. All right.
Mighty Morphin gay.
Dude, it's not Mighty Morphin gay. Come on. No. I mean, you should have been here. I mean, you're laughing at that, dude.
Of course you would. Of course you want the white one, too.
Dude, It's the White Tiger, bro. The Tiger Zord. Saba? Come on, man.
It was pretty dope.
It was fucking phenomenal, bro. And I got one, and it was really cool, and I was really happy. And I was like, yay. So, but yeah. Have you guys ever, like, remember from your childhood, like, a toy that
There's been a bunch throughout the years, bro.
No, I know.
There was the Cabbage Patch Kids. There was, for some reason, those little, I fucking can't remember the name of them. The little peach looking. There was different monsters.
The Tamagotchis.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, the little digital ones.
No, man, motherfucker. I'm talking before that. There's these little things. There were different characters. Fuck, I can't remember the name of it. But anyway.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking
They
about.
came in like this clear trash can kind of thing, and they were all peach colored, and there was like these monster big ones, and then there's.
I know what you're
other
talking
little
about.
bit-
I know
just can't-
exactly
yeah,
what
I
you're
just
talking
can't-
about.
That was a craze for a while. Tickle Me Elmo was a fucking craze.
Furbies,
No, not those. I was thinking of what was the one?
Beanie Babies.
That's the one.
Beanie
Yeah.
Babies. Oh, especially Beanie Babies.
Yeah,
man.
I had some
Londa
Beanie
said
Babies.
Furbies too.
Furbies. Furby.
Yeah, Beanie Babies was a huge one.
Dude,
Yeah.
I actually had out of all the things that we have discussed, the only thing that I've actually had is a Beanie Baby. And I had two, and I thought they were more man Beanie Babies at the time because they were like tigers.
It's a Manny baby.
Yeah, there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
such thing as a man Beanie Baby.
Okay, well, that's what I thought as a child, you fucking asshole. All
That's
right?
what he told the kids as they beat him up.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's a man beanie baby.
It's a man Beanie Baby.
It's a man Beanie Baby. Don't hit me in my groin.
Shut up, Homo.
Yeah.
As they fucking flushing his head down the toilet.
Yeah, give me a swirly. For America! Yeah, but anyway.
This is why he's so fond of this noise.
Atomic Wedgie.
Oh, imagine
Dude,
getting a
dude.
swirly and a wedgie at the same time.
Dude, have you ever seen somebody get a wedgie so bad, dude, that they collapse like in pain?
Not in real life.
I've seen some bad ones. Like, you could hurt somebody doing that shit.
Yeah, no bullshit, dude.
Imagine getting wedgie to death.
I think it's happened.
They call your parents. They're like, "I'm so sorry. What happened?" He got wedgie to death.
I'm serious, bro. We're laughing, but I think it has happened.
So somebody's died by a wedgie.
I'm pretty sure I remember hearing something.
Here, can you
Oh
look
my
this up?
God, get that.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You got COVID over there?
AIDS.
Even
Well, that's
yeah,
full blown
well,
AIDS. That means you're already sick, and it's past the point of no return.
So,
My last podcast, folks.
Well, it is Sean's last podcast. We're gonna look up a death by wedgie. Come on, dude, do it. There it is.
Be a great metal band name.
Dude,
We are Death by Wedgie.
Dude, that'd be a great gamer tag, dude. Death by wedgie, dude. Make it happen. I can't. Dope is synonymous with my identity and my livelihood as an adult human being. Oh, man jailed for stepdad's atomic wedgie death. Oh my God, dude.
Told you it's happened.
His stepdad was probably a douche, though, that abused him all the time.
Stepfather died after his underwear's ecstatic band
shit, I
became
forgot about
wrapped
Elastic
around
band.
elastic band.
Ecstatic band.
Yeah, sorry, wrapped around his neck and strangled him during a fight.
Yeah, that's what you have up here. Oh wait, what?
Wow, what a way
Oh,
to kill
so
somebody.
so the stepdad jailed. Wait, what happened?
So the stepfather died after his underwear's elastic band became wrapped around his neck and strangled him during a fight.
Oh,
How does that happen?
because they pulled it up so far and they put it around. It went around his neck.
Sounds kinky.
Dude, that is some dude. What? First
Getting
of
a little
all,
hard.
I need to know what kind of underwear this guy had, dude, for it to be stretched so far to wrap around his whole body.
It was it's not the whole body. It's just up over your head.
This is why I don't
understand
wear
that,
underwear. My safety.
Jesus.
Free balling.
Yep, it's very comfortable.
Is it? I would think in jeans it wouldn't be.
Hell no, it's not.
Yeah.
I feel great.
I mean, as long as you feel. I mean, as long
But
as
you wear
you're
a boxer. You wear not boxers, but like basketball shorts or something, don't you?
Right now, there is nothing between
God.
me and these jeans.
That is.
The habits of Shawn and his fucking underwear is not a fucking habit of the mad scientist lab.
Dude, it is not a habit at all, dude. I'm already kind of buzzed, dude. That's what happens when you don't drink for a week. It's kind of cool.
Well, he's perked up about a lot of stuff today, Phobia. So
yeah, no, he's pretty happy.
No, you said you perked up when you talking about free balling. I was like, he's perked up about a lot of other things earlier.
Oh,
today.
I'm just happy to do this podcast like I am every week here on the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. You know, that was pretty.
Is it a British show now?
No, he sounded like a fucking like one of them dumb blonde type shit.
Oh, right.
Yeah, well-
right, gosh.
No, I try not to do that, but I do try to practice like my voices when no one's around, and I'm not gonna do it here.
Wait, what voices?
The ones in your head?
No, not the ones in
They
my
talk to me.
Hold on. We need to explore this. You practice voices for what reason? What purpose?
Just in case I ever land a big role in a movie someday.
Oh, he means like his
How you
impressions.
gonna land a role in a movie if you don't showcase those voices or impressions somewhere?
You have a very good valid point, Jared. That's a very good point.
Why are you fucking looking at me and laughing? Because of the deadpan face that I have right now?
Because this is just such a me and you conversation that I love it. That's why it's hilarious. Because I'm sitting here saying that I'm utilizing my creative juices, but I have no outlet. And Jared, in question, is going to said why I have no outlet and why I have not discovered to find said outlet.
Well, number one, this is an outlet right here. What the fuck do you think this is?
Oh, really, Jared? Is it?
That's
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like we're literally on an outlet, but there was a voice. He just did a voice.
Yeah.
There we go.
don't
Scottish RJ.
And for anybody who doesn't know, RJ in that the 200 promo that we did, if you want to go back, you can go back on the YouTube channel.
I had so much fun doing that.
And not interrupt me while I'm saying some shit. You can go back on the YouTube channel and check it out. RJ did the voice for Oliver in that.
Yeah. That's
Classic.
my...
This motherfucker don't even let he about to fucking give you praise and you cut me off.
Well, I didn't know you were going to give me praise because it's very rare. Very rare indeed.
You shouldn't be cutting people off.
Well, this is also very true, which is a very common thing that I do. Common.
Yeah, I haven't interrupted you yet today.
That's good. I'm
Almost.
almost. Well, we haven't gotten there. So
The show is young.
It's
folks.
a conversation. It's supposed to go. My bad. I just did it right there.
It's all good.
well, I think what's important is that we all understand one another and that we're all...
I know, but people don't understand what's going on when there's like. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Well, this is true, and they're like, God, will this guy just shut the fuck up? That kind of thing.
There's one of those voices.
Yeah. The ones that I hear in my head. Anyway, so I saw that you had posted something earlier in the week, Jared.
Oh my God, Londa.
Yeah. Am I being roasted?
Yeah.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried. Everything's fine.
Is it the video he posted about Grand Theft Auto?
No. We talked about that a lot last week. That
was funny.
The one show that
that
we
shit
would
got a
think
lot of
ever.
views.
Yeah, the one show that. Well, that's good. That's very good.
On YouTube, it didn't get the shorts. It got a lot. Fucking, I don't know, man. Instagram and fucking TikTok are fucking. They're like, I don't want to say shadow ban, but like they really suppress certain people. Like you can tell.
You feel we're being held back?
No, it's not.
Is there something?
I don't say it's us specifically. I just there's a fucking certain demographic. I don't even want to say that. No,
It's because we're not half naked.
Something is suppressing
I'll get it.
people's videos. It's not just ours or me. It's lots of people like that should be breaking through or could be breaking through, but for whatever reason, because I see it. Like if I post some shit, TikTok, it'll get 200 to 300. Like we've had more on TikTok before, but it'll be like 200 to 300, and then it'll just stop. Like you're not showing it to anybody else. But
I find it hard
but
to believe that
they also
it doesn't
they
increase.
also do it on engagement. So if nobody's like liking or subscribing, hint, or like commenting, I think that's what slows it down. But it's still kind of annoying.
Don't worry about
Oh, phobia. That's not what I was trying to say. I used the wrong word. That's,
What word should you have used?
no. He was saying, "Am I saying that they're racist?" I'm like, no, that's not what I was saying. I was saying what I exactly said a second ago.
They're shadow banning us. They're not trying to
Not
watch
shadow
us. Great.
banning. I didn't say that. It's just I don't know. I think it should play as long as it plays, and the algorithm shouldn't be like, okay, well, this isn't getting anything, so we should just stop playing because maybe you just haven't hit that fucking demographic that would like it.
I don't know. But I know one thing. I know that we know how to persevere, and I know how we know how to push forward. And I think that's
Yeah,
important.
but YouTube Shorts, though, fucking both of the videos, because I put the Macaulay Culkin one up.
Yeah.
That one did 2,000. And then
That's crazy to know.
Not that I need to stop paying attention to the numbers because the numbers don't really matter, especially at this point. But it's still like it's kind of addictive. I even was like, nope, I'm not gonna look at it all day when I posted it. I'm not gonna look at it. And then I ended up looking at it the next day, and I was like, oh, this shit's still moving. Like, what the fuck?
No, it's good. And it's good to train your mind, that level of discipline for that too, dude. Because I don't want you to.
And then reading the comments, although the comments were good, but I tried my best not to. The comments weren't bad. Like one person was like, "Oh, he's not gonna live long to see GTA 6 because he's taking all them pills." I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't really eat the pills,
Dude. You know what's? It's funny you say that, Jared and Shawn. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I really am. I'm so happy you're here. Can we get a just too sweet? Yeah, for all the wrestling fans out there. No, but people really believe what they see on the internet, dude.
Oh, I know, 100%.
It's fucking crazy.
It's wild.
It's literally fucking nuts. Like when
stupid.
It's like when you see those little cheesy ass videos of the guys going up to the chick and it's like, "What's your dirtiest confession?" And then she's like, "Oh, I got fucked by a goat in the woods."
Oh, no, those are real.
Yeah.
Are they?
A lot of them are real because it's on the spot.
Yeah, no, some of them are. No, I agree. I would.
Oh, you mean like you think they're
I feel
showcased?
I feel some of them are just kind of
Staged is the word.
Staged up a little, just a tad bit.
You might be right.
Because
they usually find the hottest chick and be like, "Look, I'll pay you fucking $50 to just be on camera and say some wild shit."
Say some wild shit, right? And it just stinks. It takes away from the quality product that we put out week in and week out here at the Mad Scientist Podcast.
I look at it this way, and I actually was watching a podcast on this yesterday or today, whatever, it doesn't matter. But they were talking about how, like, matter of fact, so the last time you were on here, maybe, I don't know, whatever, talking about Matt Rife and how he shot up so quickly, and then
now
because of him shooting up quickly, like, he puts out his special. And now he's getting backlash because of some jokes that he made. But everybody has this impression, like you're saying, already of who he is by his crowd working. He's nice, and people, and like I said, he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
He's funny in his crowd work. His fucking TikTok. You know, he only started doing that like a year ago.
That's pretty wild, though.
And when he started doing that, that's what he started popping.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been around for a while, but the pop just came from just posting every day on TikTok. And there's another guy that's buddies with him he told him to do the same thing. He just started popping.
Yeah.
Nate Williams. I think I talked about him before. But anyway, what the fuck what were we talking about?
Matt Rife.
Yeah. Oh no, his shot getting shot up. But then the people who don't like get the pop as soon, like right away, it's kind of better for them because they know how to handle it. It's a gradual thing for them. They know how to handle it as the levels go up. So, and usually, like they say with a lot of comedians, when they shoot up to the fucking moon early on, they don't last long.
Well, yeah, and what you were saying by laying the foundation, kind of brick by brick, building yourself up to that level of superstardom. Because I'll tell you, a year ago, me and you weren't talking about that guy at all. We didn't know who.
No. I mean, I had seen him on like Wild 'N Out at maybe a couple episodes, but I didn't know who he was.
But that's just how quick your life can change, especially with the advantage of social media nowadays. Yeah. And it just takes that one, viral clip or whatever it is, and then overnight you wake up the next morning and the whole world knows who you are. Yeah. That's got to be a weird feeling, dude. That's got to be a weird feeling.
Yeah, it is weird. It's even weird now when we go we're going to the regular places that we go and people see this show and they're like, "Hey, Jared, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, we're not that familiar.
Yeah.
Like, relax.
We're famous, folks.
No,
I'm just teasing.
Local celebrities.
I don't even want to say that.
No, that should be the name of the podcast, by the way.
Somebody used to call me the local celebrity, too, when I was at Lucky's. And I don't even know why. Because I wasn't doing any of this shit. But he was like, "Oh, look at the local celebrity." He's passed away since then. But I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, well, I don't want any of the negative feedback to ever affect us because I know it won't. But the fact that
about getting canceled?
No, I know we'll never get canceled, dude.
Motherfucker, we're getting canceled.
Are we?
There's gonna be a time where we're gonna.
Well, it was like a couple
toughen up now, motherfucker.
Well,
it'll probably be when I'm on.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're on, and we're glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here to get you canceled.
So, well, I mean, that's.
I don't know. I think about it though. We don't really say a lot of outlandish shit.
I think
can't say certain words, especially for if it's going on YouTube. But like we don't say, like, what do you think about what's going on in the Middle East right now? Like, I'm like, I'm not touching that.
Yeah, no, it's not. It doesn't make for good conversation. All it does is piss everybody off.
Yeah,
that's all it does. That's all those political conversations do is piss people off. That's what it is. It just makes everybody mad. That's why
we
we
can all kill each other for all I care.
Oh God.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. The first step in cancellation.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Becomes.
I'm not taking a side.
Yeah, well, no, we don't want you to take a side, and I don't feel anybody should take a side. I feel we should all just grow trees and eat mushrooms and jump around like fairies.
Sounds good to me.
Well, I wouldn't say fairies. Fairies is kind of
Sounds communist to me.
I'm not a communist.
I didn't say you were. I said it's what you said sounded like that. This beautiful utopian world. I mean, utopia is better than dystopia, but guess what? We're always gonna be somewhere in the middle.
What about Fruitopia?
That's the fat in you.
Well, I mean, fruits are good. Here, let me ask you guys this. Fruits, right? Fruits are important. Fruits are essential. But what would you classify a fruit snack? Would you classify it as candy? Is it classified as candy, a fruit snack?
Candy is not a fruit snack. Candy is candy.
No, he's saying is fruit snack a candy?
Yeah, is it considered a candy?
Are fruit snacks
like a fruit roll up or maybe some
or like
maybe some Welch's
little pack of Scooby Doo fruit snacks?
I mean,
which I could just eat a whole box of right now.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I could just eat a whole box.
Dude, do you not like the Scooby snacks, bro?
No.
I
don't really like. I don't really like candy like that. Like I'll eat it.
Scoob?
Well, I don't really eat candy very much at all.
I didn't say I don't eat it. I said I don't like it that much. There's a difference. Like you're saying, oh, I don't eat it. Like yeah, but you would eat it. I'm saying I just don't. I'd prefer not to eat it.
I need some eggnog.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Man. I just remembered. Like I always forget it, and then I miss out. Like. I don't get any eggnog before Christmas.
Go to the fucking grocery store and buy you some fucking eggnog.
I do not like eggnog. I am not.
I did as a kid. I don't fuck with it now.
No, it's nothing I've ever tried it once at my grandma's house, and I was just like, nah, not for me. Just
I don't know. Back in the day, it was good. I don't know why I don't like it now. I think now it's just like sour milk, basically.
Yeah, well, I think you kind of grow out of certain things too. That's kind of like, honestly, that's kind of like me with sweets, or maybe I just got sick of them. But
you give me some fucking pie, I'll eat the fuck out of it.
Oh, yeah, pie. But I think I'm more specifically, when I say sweets, I'm pointing towards like chocolate.
Like a chocolate bar?
Like a chocolate bar, or like what is it, like a mellow wafer or something.
No, that's
I'll
candy.
eat the hell out of that stuff, but I never like go to buy it, like.
Yeah, but all that he just named is candy. What I have a problem with is fucking like cakes and pies and ice cream.
Yeah.
Cakes, pies, and
like fucking. Dude. I've been crushing the fuck out of the little Haagen-Dazs sorbet, mango sorbet.
Yeah,
bro, that is some fire.
So we had our holiday party at work this week, and they did some catering from some company. Food wasn't bad, but they brought all these sweets, right? Dude, they brought cannolis, they brought cookies, little cheesecakes like this with the strawberry on top. Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Was it catered?
It was catered.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those little cheesecakes.
And so my plate was mostly filled with food. I had chicken, potatoes, all sorts of shit. And then I got to the sweets table, and like I said, I don't really eat this stuff like that anymore, but I was like, oh, man, that looks really good, dude. And I got 2 of the little cheesecake things, man. Holy fuck, bro.
That shit sounds like hotel food, I'm not going to lie.
It probably was, but I will tell you that the food wasn't bad, but the sweets were fucking awesome, dude. Like, and maybe it's because I had them in little small portions that I thought it was. Bless you, by the way. Jared's like,
I don't want your blessings.
I want you to keep going.
I know, but it's just courtesy. Jeez,
oh, man,
keep the blessings to yourself.
No, but I don't know if it's because I ate them in smaller portions, or if they were just that good, or it's because I don't eat them that much anymore. But damn, they were good, bro. And I was sitting there, and I had my little spoon with the cream on it and everything, and I was just like, woo-hoo, doing all that. That's what I was doing.
At Friendsgiving, all I ate was dessert food.
That sounds amazing.
It was amazing.
That does sound amazing. Was there pie?
Oh yes, there was pie and cookies, and I ate a cookie with a turkey on it. So you can't say I didn't eat turkey.
Yeah, no, I agree with Shawn, dude.
Yep.
That sounds gross.
What?
What?
Did you put some cranberry sauce on top at least?
No, it was a drawing of a turkey, like with the icing. I'm not saying there was actual turkey meat on it.
Yeah, he didn't eat the cookie with the turkey. It was like
yes.
the design on the cookie.
It was a turkey, yes. And no, I don't like cranberry sauce.
Fucking love the canned cranberry sauce is the best you can ever get. That homemade shit is disgusting.
I am hit or miss with cranberry sauce, man. Like I don't need it. I'll eat it, but I'm not like gonna
eat that shit like a fucking
Like most people, like my biggest thing is with I know we're way past Thanksgiving, but it's either gonna be
You can have it for Christmas too.
Yeah, and actually that's coming up very shortly. I wonder what we're making. But anyway, it's the macaroni is always like that's like the big deal breaker for me for anybody. And then I know this is gonna sound crazy, but mashed potatoes. How are you?
What's so crazy about that?
No, nothing.
That's wacky.
Yeah.
That's a wacky thing to say, RJ.
So I
On
think
a crazy mad science lab.
Mashed potatoes, oh my God.
Now we're really getting canceled.
Yeah, no shit.
No, but those are the two foods that have to be like the right way. Everything else can be obviously good, great, excellent, but
You can't have dry ass turkey. That has to be.
Yeah, for sure.
No, not at all, dude. And oh god, dude, yeah, that's like the worst. You're asking to choke to death and just fall over and die.
I used to hate stuffing as a kid, but give me some stovetop stuffing, bro.
I love it.
I will
love it.
murder that
yeah,
shit.
dude.
I love stuffing.
And I actually share Jared's sentiment. I was a little partial to it as a child, but
No, I said I didn't like it as a child.
I know, but I'm agreeing with you. I didn't like it as a child.
You know why?
either.
I didn't like onions as a kid. Like I kind of grew into. I mean, I won't like take a. My uncle would take a fucking onion and sit there on the couch watching football
Gross.
and just
A whole onion.
Like
just
it's a burger.
eat it. Like it's a fucking apple.
Dude, that's so what did he ever tell you what benefit he thought he got from that, or
He just liked them.
just like eating onions?
Yeah.
That's kind of fucking crazy to be honest with you. But
I remember I'd be sitting on the floor watching TV, and he usually watched. It was always college football for the most part. He'd just be like,
just eating an onion.
rolling his little joints on the fucking. He had this little cigar box that he had his weed in. He'd be rolling his weed and
Just
Eating an
rolling,
onion.
yeah, dude, smoking weed, eating onions.
not at the same time.
I know, but that's still
With
like
his mind on his money and his money on
He
his mind.
was a football player in college, so like he was like.
so. It's got to have there had to be some sort of like, at least to me, some sort of benefit from eating it like that to him.
No, I don't think it had a benefit. I think he just liked it.
I think he was just weird.
Yeah, possibly.
Well, they say, so I've seen this before. I've never done this, but they say like when you're sick, right? Like you have a cold
Yeah,
and you
onions.
onions on your feet, like in
yeah.
your sock,
That's
and
not-
it's supposed
that's
supposed to like absorb the.
Please tell me you've tried this.
No, I've never done that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to bed with an onion on my foot, dude.
Your fucking room would smell.
Dude, my room would smell like
Your
my
fucking
mom.
bed would smell.
My bed would smell. My mom would get pissed at me, dude. Which is like, she'd be like, "Why the fuck are you doing that?" She's like, "Go to the doctor." She'd tell me, "Go to the doctor." I mean, dude, if we were like walking around, and there was like horses and cobblestones. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I'd try it. You know, like back in the olden days. But you know what's crazy? I'm not really out of the realm of not trying it. Just to say, like, hey, see what happens. But I don't know if I would want to like literally do it in my own bed. And then I have to wash my sheets the next morning and all this other shit.
Can you turn it away? We know what it is, but can you turn it so that we don't see the label? Thank you.
It's not Bud Light.
It doesn't matter.
It ain't Bud Heavy.
This man doesn't understand anything about fucking terms and conditions.
It's
They
like
apply.
it's like proper etiquette. It's like when I
No, it's
entered-
not proper etiquette. It's fucking terms and conditions. You technically can't, and he still turned it back.
I can only turn it one
Then
way
put
to
it
drink
over
it.
there.
Jeez, I'm drinking here.
Yeah, well,
you go.
he's drinking here.
Yeah.
Put it in the other hand. It's less likely for it to be on
Channel
screen.
your inner Dustin Hoffman in New York City, walking around, slapping on top of a cab. But speaking of movies,
I'm walking here.
yeah. But
You went to Turtle before you came here,
I
did
did
you?
not. I've been home all day on the couch.
Okay.
yeah. Don't worry. Same here. I played some zombies today. Getting really good at it too. Having a lot of fun with it.
I fucking hate that game.
I was watching the foosball.
What I was gonna say is, Jared, you posted a clip earlier in the week, and I saw it after the fact, and I saw it again. We saw the very first trailer for Beverly Hills Cop Axel Foley.
Axel F.
Axel F. Excuse
What is
me.
this?
Which
You
is
said, what is this?
Yeah.
You never heard of Beverly Hills Cop?
No, I have, but this is a new one?
Yes.
Eddie Murphy's in it?
Yes.
Yes.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
let's go.
All the originals are in it.
Hell, Judge Reinhold.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Yes.
Even the original, the older cop guy, he's in it.
Yep. Nice. Old, bald, fat guy.
Selge is in it.
So I watched the trailer. I'm excited.
go.
I am because
When does it come out?
Paul Reiser's in it.
Nice.
comes out this summer. This upcoming
All right,
summer,
we're
I should
going.
say.
We're going.
And
this summer. It would be this upcoming summer.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was having a moment like, wait, the year's over, but I don't know. But Beverly Hills Cop, and first of all, Eddie Murphy is a national treasure, and he is always revered here on the Mad Scientist Live
One of the
podcast.
greatest comedians of all time.
And so, reprising his role as Detective Axel Foley out in Beverly Hills.
Does he still have the Lions jacket?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Bro, everything that you know from the movie is there.
Yeah. And so, this is what I was going to ask. I like the trailer. Do you think it is going to be good, or do you think it's just scrolling by simply on nostalgia?
I'm going to be honest. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm a diehard fan. Speaking of diehard, I'm a bigger fan of Beverly Hills Cop than I am of Die Hard.
Whoa, that's where I
Wow.
draw the line.
Yeah.
You can draw it wherever the fuck you want, but that's my opinion, and I'm standing with it.
I'm drawing it with big wood.
Big Wood. All right.
It's not the fucking pencil's name.
Well,
It's got a condom on too.
That's just so
it doesn't get lead everywhere. Sorry, we need to grow up here on the Mad Scientist.
Never.
Back to what we were talking about.
No, but I'm really excited for it, and I'm actually kind of shocked you said that.
What do you mean
Because
shocked that I said that? What the fuck? You know what my nickname in high school was?
Axel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and so
That's
I
just
know,
because they were racist.
but that's kind of why
No,
I'm
it's because
shocked.
of something I did.
It's that's why I'm shocked, because I know you're such a huge fan of the trilogy, the series.
How are you shocked about that?
I'm trying to tell you.
That's like one
Stop
of my,
interrupting.
I know, but this is to me. It just doesn't. I don't understand how it's shocking to you that I
He's
would
trying
like
to get there.
Beverly Hills. Okay, please get there.
Yeah, well-
he's taking a long road as usual.
yeah.
The scenic route.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got to see the fucking mountains if you're driving through them.
Get to the point.
All right. So anyway, they tell me I do this at work too, so it's not just.
I've been fucking telling you for fucking 5 years.
I can't help it. It's who I am, America.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so no, because I know you're such a big fan. I was like, dude, I wonder if Jared's either gonna really hate this or really love this, and I was like, is he gonna think it's they shouldn't be doing it, or they're tarnishing the name, or it's just for nostalgia? Because I know how you feel about people who live off of nostalgia and all that other stuff.
This is different because this is the people who did the movie, the original movie. It's not there's definitely some nostalgia in it, obviously, but if it was, here's a perfect example. I don't fuck with people love fucking 21 Jump Street the movie. I don't fuck with it.
I loved it.
I don't fuck with it because it's not what 21 Jump Street is.
This is true. This is true.
So that's why I didn't really jive with that. But this is what Beverly Hills Cop is. So that's why when I say living off the nostalgia, like you still, if you're gonna live off nostalgia, it better be the fucking real shit. It better be the original people, like saying they're still alive. I don't think the guy who played, he died in the movies anyway. His original boss.
Right.
That used to yell all the time. I think he died in real life and he died in the movie. So,
Ooh,
He's double dead.
yeah, pretty much.
double.
I can't remember his name.
That's all right. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're excited for it because I am as well, and I think it's really dope. So, what I was going to get to, since we're on TV, movies / stuff,
Just do it. The entertainment beaker, ladies and gentlemen.
because it's a container. of entertainment. There we go.
Is he drinking out of?
No. He's just he's wondering how he survived several years of doing this podcast with me all at one time. And
No, but his cup.
no.
He's drinking out of a fucking beaker.
That's
yeah.
what they're for.
That's bro. Where have you been?
Yeah.
That's how I know you never watched this fucking show.
As Shawn chokes to death
Yeah.
here live on air.
I told
we
you
got
it's
these-
my last podcast.
We're way earlier in the beginnings of this show. His uncle sent us a whole fucking
Right.
thing
No,
of
I do
beakers.
recall this. But normally you have been drinking out of a different cup.
Well,
Well,
the cup
it's-
hasn't been available, so I was like,
Okay.
I'm gonna stay true to the fucking originality of the show.
No, and shame on me for not being a good co-host.
Oh, no, I agree.
Yeah, no, I fucking hate this place. Get me out of here, you know. But
Your
we were
beaker of
talking
entertainment.
about Blue-Eyed Samurai last week on the show.
Yes.
And we have both since finished it.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who haven't seen it, highly encourage you. You as well, Shawn. You as well. I don't know
I
if
don't even
you're
know what the fuck it is.
are you an anime gal?
I'm not an anime gal, that's for sure. No.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was saying right now. I think my brain literally just farted on itself.
That's
No, I'm
every
not,
week.
I am not an anime guy either.
So I will tell you this: I would
Do you like martial arts films or
Yes.
do you like action?
Yes.
Well, then you'll
These
like
are
this.
leading questions.
They are.
They
but,
are leading questions, but it's
but they're good leading questions too. So we're not trying to lead you on in any manner. But however, leading you in the right direction might lead you to watch this show.
what the fuck.
I'm just saying. We're just trying to lead him in the right direction. But finished Blue-Eyed Samurai on Netflix. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah. Wow. Talk about something that literally came out of nowhere and was just like, wow, I want more of this.
Bro, there's a scene where she was fighting in the temple,
Yes.
and like it's like some of the movements he was doing, I was like, yo, I have never seen a cartoon character do some of this shit. It looked like some shit you would see in a like a kung fu movie. Like she's fucking spinning the fucking thing on her back and then grabbing it and slicing the motherfucker, bro. And then
Slice a motherfucker.
And then there was that one where, like, out of nowhere, the samurai is standing in front of like the door, kind of, and she just comes out of nowhere and like slices his whole body in half.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Yeah. So badass. Complete, utter, if you think, hey, maybe they're going to be a little tame with it, not overly. No, fuck that. Talk about savage fucking.
And warning, there is violence against women.
Yes.
Now I'm in.
Yeah.
Now-
And I was gonna say before you got into the domestic portion of it, I was gonna say
you had me at hitting bitches.
Oh my God. Okay, Matt Rife.
Yeah, there we go. Well, it comes full circle here every week on the Mad Scientist Lab. No, but dude, you're talking about lots of gore, and there is some sort of anime nudity, if that makes you feel any better.
I'm not really into the cartoon
Yeah,
porn,
it's
but,
creepy, I know.
it's
but
there.
It's there.
It's there if you do like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's
it
done
does
well.
kind of get out of hand at times. It's like, I don't really want to see this right now.
Well, I think I think
Like,
because
I
it's
wanna-
cartoon. Well, not a cartoon. But
I want to
anime.
see them fucking slicing each other up. I don't want to see them fucking each other.
Yeah, no, I think it's a part of the lore of the.
I understand what it's a part of and why they did it. It adds to the story, especially because what I think a lot of people may not understand is this is how feudal Japan was.
Yeah.
Like the women were treated this way, as they call them. I don't want to say. I guess as they call them, half breeds were considered to be demons.
Mm-hmm.
They all this
Aren't
shit.
they always?
Oh my God.
Jeez,
You invited me.
Personally, I prefer them, but anyway.
plot twist here on the Mad Scientist Lab.
And then they would always be fighting each other, like, and it was always a battle of when is the Western world going to come in? Are we going to protect the samurai way, or are we going to fucking let the Western world come in? And like, there was a lot of that going on in Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, back then, you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty historically correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if I say if you want to watch this, I'd say watch The Last Samurai, because you kind of get an understanding of
With Tom Cruise?
you kind of get an understanding of how
I've seen
samurais work, kind of,
I've
like
seen
in the
that
culture
movie.
of it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure you have. But man, if you haven't seen Blue Eye Samurai, it has everything that I'm into in it.
Yeah, it's literally a hidden gem on Netflix.
I don't think it's really that hidden these days. They got approved for a second season.
Oh yeah, and I hope we don't have to wait as long as we do have for the GTA 6 trailer.
There's going to be 2025 at least.
Well, I think that's.
You got to remember this. They're drawing this.
Yeah, well, I also think that given that it's kind of the end of 2023, 2025 doesn't sound too far out of
2 years.
2 years currently. Depends on when it comes out in 2025.
I'm saying 2 years from when it came out originally, which was in November.
That is correct.
2 years.
Yeah. Math. 12.
Which means
24.
They-
Jack
what-
Bauer.
First of all, that
Yeah.
means they have to have a script drawn up or written up, and then do the animation, and then do the voices. All that within 2 years.
It's a long time in between seasons.
But
Well-
that's bro. What is this? A fucking sitcom?
I don't care what it is, dude. I don't want to wait 2 years.
Well, you're gonna have to, because that's what
Well, I'm
happened.
not going to wait.
Do you feel well? That brings up a good question. Sean brings up a good point.
I'm going to lose interest during those 2 years.
Do you feel that some fans will lose or shows will lose the momentum they have when fans kind of have to taper off and wait that?
And I'm going to forget what the fuck happened during the first season. So you better have a very thorough previously on to open season 2.
I think that's up for interpretation too.
Well, if it's good, you'll want to watch it again.
Fair enough.
And I'm definitely watching this shit again.
yeah, no, Sean, you should really check this out, man.
I don't have Netflix, but
I've been trying to tell y'all about what I use, but
I understand there's other ways.
Other means to your madness.
We won't advertise those on this show.
no,
folks.
definitely not.
Other methods to the mad scientist lab.
Don't do that with your beady ass eyes, right?
Go on the dark web.
Do I look like a raccoon right now?
If you think that's what a raccoon looks like,
No, I don't.
you need to go to a zoo or two.
Well, now's as good a time as any to tell you the Steelers
I don't know.
lost.
Yeah.
How you know? You looked it up?
Keeping track over here.
Good. Now you can take that ridiculous jersey off.
No, this is Franco Harris, first of all, sir.
That means fucking jack shit to me.
You will show some respect
I will not.
to the Immaculate Reception in the dynasty that was 50 years ago, before I was born.
Oh, you mean the Immaculate Inception?
My God, no. By all means, no. Is it bad? Was it bad?
30-13.
That's pretty bad.
Man, dude. We got some.
Well, especially they were up 13 to
0.
yeah. So
Oh, I
Welcome to the dark side, RJ.
Oh, man, dude. Oh, man, it's hard.
hey,
to
not
get a fan.
everybody can be as good as the Cowboys.
Oh, my God, no. And
It's not easy to win by 40 points every week.
Well, you know, it sucks, dude, because I used to score
And
points.
playoffs come around.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, champ.
We'll see, and then we'll
I'm
see.
not your fucking champ.
All right, hey, remember you promised me if we win the Super Bowl, I get to come on and gloat. So,
I don't remember promising that.
oh, you did.
That
It's
must
on.
have been-
It's on record on YouTube during an episode.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was
Well,
promised during a show.
It's floating out there somewhere in the internet. Oh, my
Well, if anybody can find that clip and prove it to me, then
I'll find it.
maybe
don't
I'll
worry.
honor it.
I'll find it. Maybe I'll honor it.
Oh, man, the Steelers make me drink. I haven't had a drink all week, and I want to talk about the benefits of.
We're not talking about the benefits of drinking.
I think he's talking about the benefits of not drinking.
I'm
but-
not off of what we were talking about. We're still on the entertainment beaker.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Well,
go.
we're actually moving.
I have a show I finished watching that was god awful.
What was
that?
Has anybody watched Jack Ryan on Amazon?
No.
Yeah, you thought that was god awful?
The season 4. Season 4. All right, now.
It wasn't as good as the other ones, but
Oh, it was horrible.
I wouldn't go that far.
It was so bad. I want like those hours of my life back.
Let's
You
put it
need
this way:
Coke?
I haven't talked about it because it was not that good. I wouldn't say it was horrible though.
I hated it so much.
Why? Because he wasn't in the field. Well, no, he ended up going back into the
It
field.
was just very but it was like so. First off, it was very confusing and hard to figure out. Then by the time you figure out what the hell's going on, you're like, do I care? Not
wait,
really.
wait. What was confusing about it?
Everything. you're like, what is going on here? Who's working with or for who? Like, and it wasn't confusing in a good, like, mysterious, like, ooh, I'm intrigued, I'm trying to figure this out sort of way. It was confusing in a, this is just nonsense. Like, whoever wrote this didn't even know what was going on. And it's very anticlimactic. I mean, the season all culminates with him cutting a wire. Like, woo!
Well, we all know that it's hard to end something.
True. Well, they rushed it, you know? So to your point about the 2-year thing, maybe you are right.
Oh, no, I know I'm right on that.
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm serious. Because that's what that's the same thing we were talking about video games with the fucking Call of Duty shit. A video game should not take less than a year actually less than a year to develop and put out and be ready for fucking the holiday season.
Unless we're talking like a sports game, a wrestling game, where you're basically just updating a roster.
Yeah, but you're still not improving the game.
Right, and people complain that about Madden, that it's just the same game every year.
It is.
But you got to come out with it every year. You can't be playing an outdated fucking Madden.
Okay, fine. Those franchises like that, fine. But Call of Duty's not in that franchise, or in that arena, I guess. And these TV shows, which are already fucking basically 4-hour movies, 8-hour movies in themselves, should take that long. Because movies take a long time to make.
Not anymore, really. I mean, look at how often sequels come out the next year now.
Yeah.
It used to always be like at least 3 or 4
Shawn,
years.
Let's be real. Those movies are made fucking 3 or 4 years ago. And you just
Not
didn't.
always.
A lot of times they are.
Yes, a lot of times. Not
If it's a low budget movie, fine. Yeah, I'll give you 1 year. If it's a fucking high budget action movie, bruh, come on. That's just going to take more than 2 years. Because you got to get all these departments to work together. They do it maybe because of computers.
Yeah, that's very true.
But again, I still don't think that. I think you're right. If you come out with something the next year just for the sake of saying, oh, we have a new show available, I think you're doing yourself a disservice as a creator or a bunch of creators not to put out your best product.
I mean, I understand, but you have to find a balance because, yeah, like I said, you could. I mean, because the third season of Jack Ryan came out last year, and then this one came out like 6 months later, which that's way too quick. And the third season wasn't that good, but this one was a lot worse. The first two were great, but anyways, yeah, you have to find a balance of, like.
I think Jack Ryan's been done too much. That's what I think the problem is.
I mean, like I said, maybe the first 2 seasons were great. The first one was great. Second one was really good.
Yeah, but there was movies on this already.
Right. I mean, and that's, they like doing now. They're making shows out of old movies, just like they used to make movies out of old shows. Like I've also been watching Reacher on Amazon, which
that shit looks
it's also all right.
I keep hearing people like, "Oh, it's so good." I'm like, bro,
I'm liking the second season better than the first, but it's still just all right. It's not as good as the movies.
It doesn't give you like, I don't know, like CBS sitcom vibes.
Well, I mean, they're not comedies; these are dramas. So,
yeah, action shows.
But no, it gives me like.
Well, apparently, I didn't know this until recently. Apparently, Reacher was a comic book, which I didn't know that.
I mean, they say at the beginning of the show that from the book. They don't.
Or from a book.
Yeah. So I guess it was a series of books.
And this came up the other night, and I was talking to some people, and I was saying that I thought that the Tom Cruise ones were better. At least the first one.
Absolutely.
But they were like, no, well,
Tom
Cruise is a little guy, and Reacher's supposed to be this big guy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, fine. They got a bigger guy to do the show. That doesn't make it better.
Right, no. He's, like, ridiculously big. He's like the Hulk. Like, and I swear to God, like, every episode they find an excuse to get his shirt off. Like,
well, I don't really take that guy seriously, to be honest, because he used to be the dummy on, what was that football college show? I think it was on FX. Blue Mountain State.
Oh, okay.
Or was it Blue? Yeah, Blue Mountain State. He was like the dumb linebacker on the show, and like ever since then, I'm like, oh, this is all you should be playing. You should just be playing dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, the guy just fits the role properly. Fits the role.
Yeah, I mean, he does like he does things like his character on the show. It's like Like sometimes they try to have him be like, like your typical like action hero guy, where it's like, oh, he's a great guy, but like he likes to keep to himself and he's quirky and he doesn't care. And I'm like, sometimes it just seems a little. I'm like, I don't really think this guy's very that likable. Sometimes, like,
wasn't he in the last Fast and the Furious? I know you like these movies, so I'm sure you've probably seen it.
Maybe not that I remember, but
He was in some action movie that I watched
I'm
recently.
sure.
And I was like, he's the same guy that he's just not stupid and goofy, but that's what he is in Reacher. This is what he is in this. And I was like, hey, buddy, just stick to the gym, bro.
Right? Yeah. It's just like he's not a very good actor.
Yeah, I don't think so either. On that note, I want to switch over to a little bit of gaming.
No.
Because something very important and near and dear to my heart.
It sounds like you're about to cry there, Jared. And that's
I am. But
put me in a bitch.
Twitch is celebrating GTA RP week.
Oh.
Now through I want to say the second. I'm not 100% sure. But so a lot of the big name RP streamers, if you go to Twitch, actually I can just pull it up here. If you go to Twitch, they'll be on the front. Well, they were last night. Some of them were on the front page. I'm not logged in on this computer, so it's gonna give me a bunch of bullshit. Oh,
ooh!
Shut up!
You did not hear that audio, folks.
Something about a visual fantasy.
So yeah, here we go. So there's a whole thing on the front page. It has some of the bigger streamers. XQC, he's a fucking huge streamer. His viewers are like 64,000 right now. But XQC, he's a variety gamer. But because that's another thing, No Pixel,
excuse me,
which is the biggest, probably most popular whitelisted server that people get on or watch is No Pixel, and 4.0 just launched yesterday. So GTA RP week launched yesterday. No Pixel 4 launched yesterday. So this is how Twitch is helping to celebrate RP, because RP is just going to keep blowing the fuck up. And if you go watch any of these streamers, you get tokens where you can get gifts, and like Rockstar is giving away gifts. It was like $600,000 worth of gifts or whatever. Yeah. So Rockstar's in on this whole thing too. So this shit is going to get big. And I've been talking about it. I've been trying to tell people RP is fun to watch. So, I'm trying to get into it more and to actually doing it myself, but it's hard to get on a lot of servers.
So two things I take away from that. Since the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer came out, the sales for Grand Theft Auto 5 have gone up 23%, which is crazy because the game is as old as it is.
Yeah, well, we knew that was going to happen.
And which is inevitable. I agree. Yeah. And the second thing is I really, 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 really think that when we learn more details about the game in the coming months and years, I think roleplay is going to have a bigger impact in the general public eye than you may think. I think it's going to be an aspect of the game. I really do.
Yeah, because that does make sense. I think that's the reason why they partnered with CFX in the first place. Because I don't know, if you have to see, man, it's hard to explain if you don't know anything. Like, if you didn't see like No Pixel 3.0 compared to No Pixel 4.0, like the shit that they have in there, you going on any other server, you are not seeing this shit, because they, like the owner Coyle, he spent a lot of money. I mean, he's made a lot of money also, but he spent a lot of money on developers developing this new one. Like, that's all new buildings. There's different cars. They got different emotes that you can use with, like, to go along with role play. And I'm probably saying shit. If you've never watched it, you wouldn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But this shit is gonna be crazy within the next couple of years. And they're saying it's not gonna come out on PC right away, which a lot of people were upset, but oh well. That's just more money in GTA's pocket or Rockstar's pocket, because what they're going to do is they're going to fucking get that initial money off the console cats, And then later on, when the PC comes out, hopefully the role play shit will be straight because of the partnership between the two. And then the PC people, they're going to end up having to buy the game too. So
It's pretty nuts. Do you, Shawn, I know you're not like a big gamer, but are you a Grand Theft Auto guy at all?
I was back in the day. The last one I beat was Vice City. I played a lot of San Andreas. I have Grand Theft Auto 4, or I might have. Well, I had Grand Theft Auto 4 on PS3. I might actually have GTA 5 on Xbox One. But, yeah, I haven't really played it in years. But, yeah, it was definitely one of my favorite games back in the day. And I would, since it's been so long, I would be intrigued maybe to play the new one when it finally comes out.
the new one's going to be
yeah. I mean, it just looks. I'm sure you've probably seen the trailer or took the time to watch it.
I have not watched it yet. I heard it's out.
Yeah,
Finally.
That's crazy. It's crazy. We did an entire breakdown on our show last week, and he didn't see it.
yeah. And as it comes full circle here on
That's
the
fucking crazy.
No, but please check the trailer out. Yeah, that's right. In so many words. But no, please check the trailer out because I think it's just fucking phenomenal. So while we're on gaming,
Oh, that's what it was.
keep going. So while we're on gaming, I want to talk about game of the year.
Baldur's Gate?
Baldur's Gate.
That's what we talked about last week.
We did.
Uh-huh.
And I also want to talk about the contention of what is the word I'm looking for? I want to talk about the games that were in contention of Game of the Year with it as well. There was a few. Alan Wake 2, really, really good game. Supposedly, I have yet to play it.
I was going to say, how do you know?
Because I haven't downloaded. I've just been playing zombies because I'm fat. And then I want to talk about Zelda and how
Are you
incredible.
disappointed?
No, how great that game is. And here in the next couple of weeks, Jared, I'm going to tell you something.
Okay.
I think I might have a different opinion on the game of the year.
Oh, yeah, because you're going to finally play Baldur's Gate when I told you to play it a long time ago.
Well, it only came out on Xbox like a week ago. And
It was a PlayStation game?
the PlayStation and PC, yes.
Oh,
So,
that's why everybody's playing it on the stream.
hell yeah. Are you into dragons and Dungeons and Dragons?
No, definitely not.
Come on, man. You don't like rolling some dice and making some moves and
I've never
strategically
played. I've never played that
wrapping
game.
your fucking head around everything? I don't know. I just try to make the best of a bad situation, if that's the way I look at it.
Hey, to each their own. No, hey.
I don't know. But here, since you're here, man, I want to talk real quick. What do you think about CM Punk coming back to the WWE, man?
I think it's awesome.
Do you think it's were you surprised by it?
Yes, I was definitely. I mean, I knew that it was a big possibility, but I figured once they announced that Randy Orton was coming back on Survivor Series, that they weren't going to double up and bring Punk back too. But hey,
yeah, they went in there guns loaded.
They
dude.
went all out, man. It
Pack a
was-
punch level 3, dude, fighting the Mega Abomination and the Tier 3 Storm. That's what they did. And I'm not going to lie, dude, I just like you always think in the back of your head, oh, maybe this could happen, but a lot of time has passed, and that moment finally happened, and it was pretty awesome.
I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did, because I was sick of him in AEW. I was glad when he left AEW. But there's better possibilities for him in WWE.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I agree. And I want to talk about that too, just a tad bit.
Tad.
A tad, yes.
Hey, you write your notes over there. He's
Yeah,
writing.
I'm ready. I'm waiting on y'all.
He's writing. These guys are fucking nerds.
Yeah. So, I think personally, as I've dibbled and dabbled in AEW a little bit, I think Punk going back to WWE is the downfall of AEW.
It's a big dagger. It's a real big dagger that, all these guys that have gone from WWE to AEW, and AEW was hoping it would have the impact of like,
Bro, swallow. Jesus.
You sounded like you were about to come snatch up everybody's children.
have you ever sucked the jelly out of a jelly donut?
No, phobia. That is a big ass Texas pencil. Let me see that. Or
It's
show,
big wood.
show the. It's not fucking big wood, bro. 'Cause I'm trying to say no. Show the fucking thing.
Oh, yeah. So here, let's get it to where people can read it.
Like,
Texas
that's what I'm
size.
saying. You're opening yourself up to jokes by calling it big wood. That's all I'm
Everything's
saying.
bigger in Texas. Yeah.
You already okay.
Hold
fine,
that big
I'll read
wood.
it. Is that RJ's big yellow dildo in front of him?
Yes.
Yeah. How about that?
There
Keep
you
calling
go.
it big wood, dummy.
Ah, that's fine, Jared. Don't worry.
So
Don't worry. I've only been roasted by these guys for a third of my life. It's okay. It's kind of crazy how that's a number. And it's a thing. It's like a statistic.
Yeah, keep calling it big wood, dummy.
So AEW was hoping that, these guys would have the impact of like Hogan going to WCW, Nash Hall, and none of that ever came to fruition. I mean, it was a great moment when Punk debuted in AEW, but then nothing really happened from there, and they got Daniel Bryan, they got Adam Cole, they got other big acquisitions, but they just never really did anything big with them. They don't know how to tell stories. And then, so out of all these, Edge went there recently, Christian is there. Out of all these guys that have gone there, the biggest moves that have made the most impact during the last few years are Punk going back to WWE and Cody Rhodes going back to WWE. And so, yeah, that's just crushing for AEW. I mean, Cody Rhodes was one of the founders of the company.
Yeah.
And he gone, Punk, and, it's going to make Tony Khan real mad when... CM Punk is main eventing night 1 of WrestleMania, and Cody Rhodes is main eventing night 2 again.
Oh man, dude, talk about the ultimate dig, bro.
Yeah.
yeah. That's the dagger.
The what?
Dead. The dagger.
The ultimate what?
Ultimate
dig.
dig, bro.
Oh, okay. Please, thank you for clarifying that.
Oh, for the love of God!
You said it, not me.
Welcome to Ultimate Dick.
All right.
Well, hold on, just real quick.
Christ.
Let's wrap. I was actually very glad that Jared invited me to be on this week because I was trying to come on sometime before the end of the year. In the Christmas spirit, RJ, I wanted to tell you that I am buying the WrestleMania tickets.
No way!
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
We're doing this.
Oh man, we're going to Philly.
You know what this means, ladies and gentlemen? Shawn is now selling cocaine.
Yeah.
Or sucking dick.
And as wrestling fans, why can you not do both? All right, taking a bump and
Oh, them
showing
motherfucking
that-
wrestlers are definitely doing cocaine,
Oh, yeah.
among other things, obviously.
And you know who taught us about cocaine when we were young and
Hold
old?
on, before you... wait, go, who?
I'm intrigued. Yeah.
When we were young and up and coming, the great Eric Clapton. Shout out to
Oh,
Eric Clapton.
cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine.
If you want to get down, you got to take her out.
The fuck?
Cocaine.
Yeah.
You don't know the song?
Oh, that must be some white people
It's
shit.
some white people.
Yeah, you
shit,
don't
man.
know Cocaine by Eric Clapton?
I know Eric
It's a jam.
Clapton when he's playing the guitar.
It's a
That's all
banger.
I know.
Well, that's not a bad thing either. That's actually a great thing.
Cocaine.
All right, I want to talk about something before I forget. A little bit back. I guess we're still on the entertainment beaker.
Sweet.
Yeah, that wasn't on camera.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm doing my job as a fucking producer. Golden Globes announced their nominations this week, and for the first time ever, they had stand-up comedy television special.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yes.
That is actually
and
pretty dope.
I just wanted to talk about some of the ones that are on there.
The people nominated?
Yeah, I saw something recently that said the people who were nominated were like your dad's favorite comics.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I gotta look up fucking who was on this fucking thing. And this is what I found. You had Trevor Noah, Chris Rock, Amy Schumer, Sarah Silverman, Wanda Sykes, and Cedric. No, that's it. So did I miss one? Oh no, Ricky Gervais. So Ricky Gervais, Trevor Noah, Chris Rock, Amy Schumer, Sarah Silverman, and Wanda Sykes were all nominated for the stand-up comedy television special. Best stand-up comedy television special. I gotta say, the comment that I heard about that is pretty true. Because there was a lot of other good specials that probably could have been added to that. I want to talk about the ones in this list that's currently here who I should not have been in there.
Wanda Sykes. I don't find her funny at all.
I did watch her special. It wasn't bad.
Okay.
She has a different style, like, and a lot of these are they kind of made it broad across the board, but
Oh yeah, there's some broads on there.
Amy Schumer, no, cross her the fuck off.
I like Amy Schumer.
Fuck her.
I'd love to.
No, I wouldn't. Trust me, you wouldn't. Trevor Noah, cross him off for me.
Yeah, not a fan.
And
I'm glad he's gone from the Daily Show.
Out of these, I would cross off Wanda Sykes.
I haven't seen her in years.
She just had a special, obviously, because she was nominated. And I would cross out Ricky Gervais. The only two from this list that I would keep from this year's specials would be Chris Rock and Sarah Silverman.
I haven't seen Sarah Silverman's special, but I saw when she was guest hosting The Daily Show. She's still hilarious. I love her.
She's fucking one of the best, bro.
She's gold. I'm sure. I got to see. What is the special on?
HBO, I think.
Okay, so it should be on Max. I have that.
Yeah.
I have HBO and stuff. So.
If there's not that, then it's Showtime, but I'm not 100%.
All right, I have both, so I'm good.
Chris Rock, Sarah Silverman definitely would be in there. I would personally add Tom Segura. His special was good. Sledgehammer. And I think that's really it. Because these are all ones that were on like big. That doesn't count anybody who was on like YouTube or anything.
Yeah.
Which there were a couple good ones. I just can't. I'm blanking right now, but anyway, that's just my little thoughts on the whole thing. I'm glad they finally put that in there, but I think they just wanted to give like OGs the fucking opportunity.
Well, and it's a growing field too, dude, man.
Yeah, it is still new.
I think you picked the right time to really do this stuff too. If you really think about it, I mean,
I probably should have started when I was like in my fucking 20s.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Well, I mean, that's cool, but I mean, in the type of medium we have nowadays with entertainment, the stand-up specials, especially the plateau that Dave Chappelle is on currently, and the wave of
who's coming out with a new one,
and the wave of the Tom Segura's and the Burt Kreischers. We're really in a day and age where that podcast medium has kind of taken the forefront of certain things with the stand-up comics and all that stuff.
Well, wait. Podcast.
Well, I'm saying with their stand-up specials, but them just having a podcast amplifies it too.
The podcast, that just sells. Yes, it does amplify it, but that is what they use to sell the tickets when they're on the road.
Right.
Yeah, and which is great, but that's what I'm saying is like the medium has changed, and I think you've picked the right time to try to get your foot in the door because it is the entertainment. Entertainment changes throughout the ages. The way stars dress, the way they present themselves, the level of glamour that goes with it, and this and that. And I just feel like we're in a day and age where I feel the show of it, like the look of it, is kind of taking a tad bit of a back seat, if I had to be honest with you. And
what do you mean by that?
It's like when I look at stars now, like celebrities, I don't look at like the limos and like the entourages or anything like that.
Oh, you're saying it's about the actual content / art, the art that they're
it's like
for.
who are really some of the people we're celebrating, and the people who are on the red carpet. It's like, you know what? These people don't really do much, or they don't really do shit, but they're being glorified left and right. And it's just like, it puts a damper on that, I guess, original glow that Hollywood once had, so to speak.
Oh, no, Hollywood's gone, bro.
Yeah, and
I mean, it's still there, but it's not. The fact that people can just do shit. The fact that
I feel it's toxic.
You could do. Well, I mean, it's always been toxic. It's just now it's in the forefront. Like, it's available. Like, hey, now it's okay to speak out against the fucking toxicity.
Yeah.
And I hate using toxic for everything because everybody uses
toxic masculinity.
Yeah, they use toxic for every fucking thing. I agree, and don't try to have that conversation.
Bro, it's fucking dumb.
Don't try to have that conversation with.
There's nothing wrong with being masculine.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, what's
trying to have that conversation with what I call the far woke is
Jared's turn.
Yeah, I
basically be a cuck or you're not or you're toxic masculinity.
Well, we were actually kind of talking about that last week. When Jared, we were talking about kind of like Instagram models, and it's like their boyfriends are like basically on the beach just taking photos of them all day, and it's just like because we were talking about Grand Theft Auto and the glamour of Miami and like the way of living down there, and then. To your point, the whole like cuck argument and all the, simple whatever
cuck argument.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to be weird about it.
You can't help yourself. It's who you are.
It's like, dude, you wanna make sure your girl's taken care of, this and that. But dude, if you're being like bitched around,
don't
all
be
day
a
on
bitch.
the, all day
simple.
laying on the beach. Taking photos. After a while, it's like, all right, man, let's go do something else. Let's go surf. Let's
go get my dick sucked.
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah. There you go. Yeah. Well, I mean,
Too short.
Well, first of all, guys, we're all single, so don't take any advice from us.
Yeah, no, seriously,
No, honestly, if I was dating one of these Instagram models, I'd be a little cuck bitch taking pictures all day.
I don't think I
don't know if
I don't want my chick all over
as
the
long
fucking
as she's
internet.
sucking that shit.
I don't want my chick all over the internet. Like I'm good.
No,
but if that's how the money's coming in.
No, but see, that's the
I'd rather
problem.
be me
Yeah, that's the problem, though. I think people have become
I feel
comfortable.
Yeah,
and I don't want to sound like
They're-
old-fashioned.
Preach.
They've become comfortable with being cucks.
Yeah. I
They're
don't
cuckable.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Cuckable.
cuckable.
No,
Cuckable.
comfortable.
I think cuckable is easier.
Yeah.
That means you're able to be a cuck.
Yeah, and they're very able
Oh.
Yeah.
and willing.
No, but I don't want to sound like the old I don't know, we lived back in the day, that kind of thing. But I agree with Jared. Yeah, why not? It's better than what the fuck's happening outside.
Yeah, I know. We should be talking about this anyway.
No, but in all seriousness, it's like sharing a photo of your wife or your girl is one thing.
Yeah,
but her and you being a part of it, whether it's whatever it may be, constantly posting, thirst traps, dude. That's what they are.
Yeah,
that's what they are.
Exactly. You're cucking because you're taking pictures for other men to like and comment on your girl's picture. That's basically. Oh God, that's damn near the same thing.
I thought he finally went.
Having your girl.
I was gonna cry.
Having your girl fuck another dude in front of you.
Yeah, that's so wrong.
Pretty close. It's pretty close.
I guess.
Yeah. No, but it is, and it's just like, and I know again, agree with Jared. It's like, don't take advice from us guys, please. We're old and angry.
Yeah, we're not rolling in pussy over here.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been waiting for this fucking comedy shit to pay off on pussy for a couple of years now.
Don't worry, they're gonna show us their boobs in the fucking stands, or you, and I'll be standing there next to them to grab them. Respectfully. Anyway,
just stay in the green. Just stay in the green room. Don't even come out of the green room.
Toxic match.
Like I'll bring them. I'm like, pick her and her and her.
Yeah, there you go. No, but it just kind of stinks because it really kind of ruins everybody's thought process. A lot of people think what happens on the internet nowadays and the way people live is okay. It is not, dude. It is absolutely not. It is bad for your health. Your mental health, and I don't know. I just think it's just sad, man. I don't know. And maybe we're old geezers who aren't hip in this and that, but I don't want to be a part of it.
That's fine. I don't know. I kind of been thinking about this, but then at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to be the old geezer with the pitchfork talking about, hey, how you young kids get off my lawn, but it's like, yo.
But those damn kids won't get off my lawn.
True. But it's like, some of the shit y'all doing are kind of doesn't make sense.
No.
And maybe it shouldn't make sense to me, but when you start trying to change the English language just to fucking fit you and nobody and everybody around you, that means you think that the world revolves around you.
Yeah.
And that's not how this shit works.
It ain't how it works, folks.
Because a motherfucker that has a gun and wants to take what you have on the street ain't gonna ask you what your pronouns are before they come up.
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm saying?
they're taking you or your wallet, or if not both.
Can you imagine? Somebody pulls a gun, and it's like, "Hey, woman," he's like, I'm sorry, I identify as a they.
You
Like,
get away
I
with
don't give
scaring
a
them
fuck.
Yeah, it's like you can that money out your pockets and put it in my hand before I shoot your ass.
Yeah.
You about to identify as a dead body.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to see a dead body?
This is true.
No, but it's true, and sorry if people don't like to hear it, but it is. But the whole thing. But we were going just to go kind of a tad bit back. We were talking about it.
This is why we were banned in Wisconsin, by the way.
Yeah.
Wisconsin schools.
No, we're somebody. Yes. And it stinks because it's like, as a guy, and I think maybe I speak for most guys, but you want to be proud of your girl. You want to celebrate with your woman. But then you got guys that are just like snap, and then for everybody to see. And after a while, it's just like, it gives everybody the wrong interpretation. Then it makes everybody a creep. Then it makes everybody thirsty.
Then she's getting DMs and her shit all the time, which is just creating temptation.
Yeah.
Even though she could be a loyal girl, but that doesn't mean anything. She could be mad at you one day. And not gonna lie, women do this. She could be mad at you one day and just say "fuck you" and then go fucking do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not saying men don't do this, but the temptation is there because you got your ass all over the fuck. And guess what? Your boy took him. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll give I don't want to say it's a good example, but there's somebody I follow on social media. You guys might know them. But anyway, they have been, working out, like getting their life together, all this great stuff. But then proceed to post, some ass pics, like literally some ass pics, like just in some yoga pants. Oh, I love these gains. And it's getting all the likes and all the comments. And then you get some of the comments that are a little thirsty. And then you get a couple, and then you get the response. It's like, oh, I'm only posting about body positivity. Where do you draw the line with something like that? Like in terms of you're proud of what you've accomplished. However,
These hoes know what they're doing.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. And I hate saying that.
I don't want to say these hoes, but people
people in general.
Anyone who does it, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're looking for that dopamine hit. Now, whether sometimes it may not be.
They just don't want a dude that looks like me to say it, all right? But
no, it may not be a fully conscious thing. It could just be like, yo, I need this like, and I'm not gonna lie, I found myself doing it. I'll post some shit and I'll be like, oh shit, what's it doing? What's it look like now? What's it look like now? That's why I was like earlier, I was like deliberately not trying to look at the numbers just because I posted a fucking video.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at the numbers because now I'm fucking a slave to what this thing says about me. So, instead of creating for the sake of creating what's in here and now I'm creating for what's out there.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, but you're right. But what it really goes back to, and I think this is what a lot of people don't look into, is that dopamine hit that you get.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. So just like anything, the dopamine that you get from the reward pleasure, so to speak, is everything.
Fine.
Motherfuckers over there slobbering.
It's a man drinking a beer.
Yeah, well, if that's so fucking manly, and that's also just
Too sweet.
But the dopamine hit, he's trying to get the camera off of us.
Yeah.
It's not working.
We're going to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That went the wrong way.
So, oh my God, dude, we're gonna fucking nerd the fuck out. I can't wait.
Down, baby.
No, but seriously, the dopamine hit, the dopamine hit is what a lot of us search for, whether it's a provocative picture on the internet, a post that you may make about something that's personable to you, whether it's watching the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer 18 times over, whether it's having that feeling of your football team scoring a game-winning drive.
The entire
Here we go.
social media. Yeah, I know he's gonna bring that down. They're not doing that. Your team's not doing that.
I know.
Mine is.
You don't have to worry about that.
Hey, how are you haters doing?
Anyway,
We're
nobody's even talking about that.
yeah.
How about them Cowboys?
Fuck RJ. Now I forgot what.
No, but I was just basically agreeing with you with the dopamine hit that everybody craves, and that how social media
that's what I was going to say. Social media, the whole entire algorithm is built on giving that drug to people.
And
You know what I'm
that
saying?
is why when we don't have our phones, we feel like mush.
Social media is toxic. That's what's toxic.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, but everything is social media. This is social media.
Yeah, and honestly, like when I don't have my phone, though, I do. And it's not about social media because I really don't use it much anymore. But when I don't have my phone, yeah, it's like, what do I do?
Yeah, it's crazy. No, and you're right.
It takes a minute, and I don't think it's as bad as we're making it out to be. Like let's say, if I know I don't need my phone for something, then if I leave it at home by accident, I'll panic for a second, but then I'll be like, all right, that's fine. I'll fucking just get to it later. And even now, I've talked about this before. I won't answer a text message right away, or a phone call even. Or because I feel like I shouldn't be a slave to whoever's sending me a message. Like, you send me a message, a lot of people expect the message back right away. Like, no, you don't have control over me. You know what I'm saying? And then people get mad when you don't. Oh, I texted you, you didn't fucking respond. Like, I'll respond when I'm ready to respond.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have control over me.
Yeah, and Jared made a point a couple weeks ago where, and he's right, and I think we can all agree that since we do have our phones on us all the time, it's basically a way of life now, is that you're available 24/7 as well.
And employers take advantage of that shit.
Yeah.
That's where
Right.
motherfuckers get it wrong.
Hey, you don't have to answer.
If it's past 5 o'clock, motherfucker, fuck you.
Right.
I'm not answering my fucking phone.
Jared, can we get a motherfucker for those motherfuckers? Motherfucker. You get 2 of them.
And I do this on a regular. I've been doing this is why I didn't last at my previous place of employment, because my time that I'm there from, like, if I get there at 7, I'm out at 2.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to fucking talk to you. Don't send me nothing. And don't be mad at me the next day when I come in and I didn't fucking answer your text messages you sent at fucking 9 o'clock at night. Fuck you.
Because I'm not paid to work those hours.
You don't exist at that point.
Yeah, no, and man, I feel that in my soul. I really, really do.
But people, I think what's happening is people have, because, like you said, we're it's assumed that we're available 24/7.
Right.
And
we're
especially if it's my personal phone. You give me a business phone, maybe I'll be a little.
Right,
But even then, it's past 9 o'clock or 5 o'clock or whatever time I get off work. Don't fucking come at me. I don't want to hear about it the next. Oh, I sent you a message. What was your answer? Because it was past work hours and I have my own life. I'm not here to fucking slave away from you. You about to fucking get me on my soapbox on
As
this.
Jared pulls out the blocker.
Pretty
Sorry.
much.
Just wanted to emphasize the blocker on that blocker.
Well, one of the last text messages Jared sent me said, "RJ's a camper."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I was watching him on Twitch. And
He said, "FYI, RJ's a camper."
Oh no, yeah, because I was asking you about the shit.
Whoa, here I've got a good answer. Go ahead.
No,
finish.
let me finish.
Please.
Oh
talk.
my god, bro!
As Shawn
you gonna need to
dies.
fucking disinfect
Dude,
that
you're
shit.
gonna need a new microphone.
Jesus Christ, bro! Put that down. I'm gonna take that away from you
He's gonna take your
because
big wood
you're
away.
banging the shit and it's going
You're
into the
banging
microphone.
with your big
Hold on.
wood.
Am I allowed to go upstairs and get something for the podcast? I completely forgot we
I
had it.
mean,
'Cause I
hurry
was-
up.
Yeah. Here, hold on. I want to
We'll
go
talk
upstairs.
about you being a camper.
Well, here we'll do it next week. It's really not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. I didn't mean to bring it up, but I don't want to run upstairs and do all this other stuff. It's not.
Okay.
It's not like
Anyway,
I promise.
So yeah, so I was asking you about that, and at the same time, I see him playing Call of Duty, and I was sending him messages, and I keep telling this motherfucker he needs to be paying attention to his fucking chat, because you never know, somebody could be like, hey, come on, hey, I like watching your stream.
he doesn't need to be available when you want him to be
That's
available.
different. When you're streaming, that's different. That's
Well, you're making yourself available while you stream.
exactly.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Fair
That's
enough, fair enough.
especially if you're trying to monetize it. You need to be available because at that point is your job,
Right.
or
right.
you're working toward your job. So I'm fucking sitting there and I'm like, this dude, why is he just fucking staying in one spot? And he's picking people off, just sitting in one spot. And he was there for like a good 10, 15 minutes. And that's why I was like, after I finished talking to you about what I was talking to you about, I was like, By the way, RJ's a fucking camper.
This is 1:30 in the morning.
So here I am going to try to defend myself with this statement, and I
Please
will.
do try to defend yourself.
And I will. So for those who have been watching my stream the last, I would say 2 weeks, a lot of Call of Duty.
All zero of them.
Yeah.
A lot of camping.
Hey, hold on.
That's
hold
why
on.
he ain't getting no watches.
No. First of all, my spread has been good besides the one fucking game
All
I
right,
played
nobody
earlier.
cares about your stats, bro.
I do. That's
Okay.
Those are
I
rookie
do.
numbers.
The game I played earlier, yes. But what I was going to say is I am playing a certain game mode with hardcore implemented rules, and the map is significantly smaller than every other map in the game. So
That's what she said. Look at his face. He's like,
Sorry. That was probably the best one to use for that. Said no one ever. Joke's on you, motherfuckers. Anyway, so no, but in order to progress and make sure that your team wins in these types of game types and scenarios, you are going to have to accumulate your kill streaks in order to dominate the other team to get in position to take these objectives. So when it comes to playing hardcore game modes, I play a lot slower. I prefer it because I only have to shoot somebody with maybe 1 or 2 bullets, and I can work on my camos a lot easier. It lets me get my score streaks easier. My level of awareness is increased. But there are some games, and whatever game that you did watch, it is possible that I was in a spot, because do you know what's happening? When you have a map that's small, you know what the spawn points are. So if I'm in, say we got a square, and I'm in a corner, I know they're going to be spawning in these 3 points right here. And I know they're going to be funneling inwards towards my said corner. And that's the logic behind that. And if you want to call that camping, Mr. Jared Lee Comedy, then you're more than welcome to call it camping.
it's camping. You need a fucking a sound that says, "I'm a camper."
Dude. Roast those mellows. Nah, dude.
I'll just make it, "I'm a camper."
I'm a kid. Dude. That would be great, honestly. I like those things.
We'll just do this.
It's
Classic.
So great. It's so great how that's still amazing. But seriously, folks, I've been having a lot of fun with zombies, man.
Yeah, we already talked about this.
I know, but I've
now
just
we're going
been
in circles.
I've just had a lot of fun with it. It's been a blast. I've been kind of grinding away at the story arc in it.
We're at 133.
And 133, 33 plus 33
He
plus
really
33.
ended the shit on some shit he talked about an hour ago.
What?
I do want to say the Golden Globes thing. I think the reason that they put up these older acts is because it's
they
kind of
haven't
they haven't had their chance. These younger comedians are going to get their chance now that this is a new category. So this year's, I think they're kind of doing like a lifetime achievement award. You know?
I can agree with that.
Did you say achievement?
Fucking Amy Schumer hasn't achieved a fucking thing. Fuck her.
I like her. I used to like her show on Comedy Central.
Yeah, when she was stealing jokes, yeah, sure.
Oh, she's a joke stealer like Carlos.
Yeah, it's been said that there was jokes that were done on the show that was by writers and her that were taken.
Impossible.
There's, bro, if you dig into the comedy community, like there's a lot of people who don't really fuck with her.
I mean, it makes sense because it seems like she's kind of fallen off in recent years.
But Mencia is still doing shows around he's not getting paid what he was getting paid in the beginning. Again, he's one of those guys who fucking popped off really quickly. But then the whole stealing joke shit came down, and it's like,
Yeah, well, when dude, when your craft is in question, no matter what profession you're in, and especially if there's evidence to back it up.
I think that if he had just paid those people or admitted that he stole them instead of just be like, no, I didn't do that, then he would have been fine.
You think so?
But bro. To this day, he stands on that hill. That he never took anything.
I saw the dark side.
The dark side of comedy.
Yeah,
Yep. He still stands on.
yeah.
that
He
shit.
still denies it.
And I watched the Tiger Belly episode with Bobby Lee and Kalila. I watched that with him on it, and he still denied. He didn't even so much deny it. He just walked around the question when Bobby's a goofy dude, but when he means some shit, he means some shit.
Yeah.
And he asked him straight up. He was like, "Bro, did you do these things?" And he was like, and he walked around the question, and then Bobby, and this guy put Bobby on. He would take him on the road with him.
right.
So he has a lot of respect for him. But then he was like, I think if you had just said something or acknowledged the fact that you may have done something, then maybe this wouldn't be as bad as you think it is, or as bad as it came out to be. Like, bro, that's the number one cardinal rule in fucking comedy, stand-up comedy. You do not steal somebody else's joke. Shit, it's even proper etiquette if you have a parallel thought to somebody else's, and you hear them say it, or you heard it somewhere, and like, hey, do you have this? Blah blah blah. I've already done it once, and I'm fucking 3.5 years in, and I thought I heard somebody say something one time at a show, and then I asked them after they came off of a set, they were at the Improv, and I was like, hey man, do you have this? Did you have a joke that's like this? They were like, no. I was like, well, then that's my shit, because if he says no, then, and I thought he was the one that said it, then maybe it was mine. I just didn't realize, because you have parallel thoughts.
Yeah, that's one thing they talk about on the dark side is, the parallel thoughts argument, which I think sometimes is valid, But one that they examined on there was a joke that he allegedly stole from Bill Cosby. And where like he claims he hasn't even seen the Cosby bit.
Yeah,
and it's
everybody's that was off himself, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's seen himself.
That's how we know you're a liar.
Yeah.
At least say it. You're lying about even having seen the bit. Like
you're a comedian / comedy fan, and you've never seen one of the best specials ever.
Yeah,
like,
come on. Right. No, as soon as they played it, I was like, oh, I've seen this.
Or heard it at least.
Right. Like. So that's how I know he's lying. But I think when you lie about something for so long, you
start to believe it.
Right. And you can't give it up, because then you're admitting that you've lied for all these years. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's probably what it is. It must be.
It's an ego thing, and he admitted. He said he had a big ego. But.
Yeah, ego is one thing, but at the same time, I also think it's detrimental to your own just well-being.
Well, as we see, I don't want to. He's doing a lot better than me as a comedian. I'm still doing open mics. So, I mean, I can't say much shit. But, again, as the entire community has already shown that this is what it is.
Yeah, but at the same time, dude, if this guy's like low-key, like kind of a scumbag for doing stuff like that, he's a scumbag, man. Like, and he should not be glorified. I think a lot of people. No, excuse me. I don't never do this.
He made up a word upstairs, by the way, conjumbled.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, but I don't think. I think we live in a day and age where certain people get a pass for certain things.
No, I don't. People are held accountable for certain things.
Well, they need to be, and I don't think not
all the time. Relax. We just said some other shit earlier.
No. I'm saying if you're like legit guilty of something, legit, like kind of how you guys are. Like this guy's denying it, but everybody else knows except for the guy in question. It's like how we were talking about Diddy last week. How's everybody on Diddy's label like dead or in jail or away except for Diddy? You know what I mean?
Can't stop, won't stop.
What is it? Yeah, exactly. And look, and he said that so long, he believes it also. But that goes as, I don't know, man. It's weird to me because all this. All right, so we got Bill Cosby, you got R. Kelly, and now you got P. Diddy, right?
Yeah,
top-notch black icons, role models.
And I'm not trying to go there. A lot of people may think that I'm going there. I'm semi in my head going there, but I'm not trying to take it there.
There's a great documentary series real quick about Bill Cosby on Showtime.
Give me a second, and then we can get back to that. So you got all these iconic people. Where were all these people until now?
I think you're. I'm going to tell you right now, you're walking a very dangerous road.
I know. I
because
want to know.
women who have been raped will always tell you don't
say
understand.
that word. I gotta bleep that out.
I mean, we're talking.
I know, but you can't say it on YouTube. You can
women
say it, but
who
I
have
have
been
to.
sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Will say, and I'm not going to argue with them, that you don't understand unless it's happened to you. And as someone who knows at least one woman who has been sexually assaulted, I understand that we can't imagine what goes through their mind, and especially back in the day when most of these things happened with Bill Cosby, that was like in the 70s and 80s, totally different culture, especially speaking out against a rich, famous person. People are afraid no one's going to believe them, and that's often what would happen. And then not only does nobody believe you, now you're marked as like, oh, she's that bitch that made up the story about, like.
Okay, I was just asking the question. I wasn't saying an opinion either way. I was asking the question.
And I'm not saying people never do make up shit, but I'll say at least in a case like Bill Cosby, when it's like 4 dozen women, I'm kind of saying the odds are not in your favor, Bill.
Well, now that we're there, what are your thoughts on the Jonathan Major stuff?
I'm not as familiar with it.
I mean,
I recently saw a video of, original altercation that led to this, of him actually kind of running away from the situation.
Yeah.
And
I think there's a couple things about it, like how she came up with a fractured finger and the cut behind her ear. I don't know, but it looked like he did not want to be around her.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the video, because I saw the same video, at the beginning of the video, it looks like he's trying to get out of the vehicle, and she's trying to follow him, and he's trying to put her back in the vehicle, and is like, no, go home or get out of here or whatever. She gets in kind of, and then he's just like, she's grabbing him on the arm, and he's like, get off of me, and then runs off.
Yeah.
And then she's just chasing him the entire, like for like 3 blocks, she's chasing him. And it's like, what the fuck is going on here? So, I don't know.
It's a shame, too, because, and I will say this, it's a shame because there are real-life situations where these very terrible things, unfortunately, do happen.
Yeah.
And then there are people who fabricate these things and get away with it.
Well, I think that's what we were kind of talking about.
Yeah.
The people, the difference between the people who actually have been, and people who are making it up.
And
but there's not a lot of time. Hold on, I know I took a long time to get that. There's not a lot of times where do you know what the truth is? Ever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Well, I'll give you 2 famous examples. I mean, Kobe Bryant and RJ's favorite old quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, both had accusations made against them. In Ben's case, it was more than one.
It was twice, which that's a pattern.
Yeah. And with Kobe, it was only one.
And I think that was a bad night of drinking. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but
yeah, I mean, from what I heard with the Kobe thing is apparently she consented to everything up until when he wanted to bust on her face, and she didn't want that, and he still did it. So that's why I laughed every time Kobe went to the hole and they said, Kobe with the facial.
yeah, there you go. RIP to the great A, the great Mamba. All right.
But see, that's one of those things. Now that Kobe's
Black Mamba,
dead,
excuse me.
people act like that never happened, you know?
Well, I mean, that's usually what happened because his legacy is a lot bigger than that one accusation. I remember people were crucifying him back in the day.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
they really were.
But the same thing with LeBron. When LeBron did that thing from moving to Cleveland and fucking going to Miami,
It's a little different than rape, but
I know it is, but I'm saying they still crucified him.
Right.
Motherfuckers are burning his jerseys in the street. Like, what the fuck? You didn't do that for Kobe.
Well, Kobe never left.
No, yeah, but he still did a fucking terrible thing. He did
that shows you.
Hold on, to your point, he did a much worse thing, and they still didn't burn his fucking jersey.
That's my point. People are biased. That's why so many people, no matter what, were just like, Well, Kobe's innocent. That's why Steelers fans are always like, Ben's innocent, because you're
Yeah,
so loyal.
this guy right here.
You're so loyal and biased to somebody that you root for. Is that, yes, to the fans, they would rather LeBron have committed sexual assault than left Cleveland, you know? And the funny thing is, then all those years later, he came back to Cleveland, and there's a picture of somebody at a baseball game wearing, the day that he signed back, they're wearing a LeBron Cavs jersey that you can tell had previously been burned.
Yeah, and that just goes to show you that, man, people are wild, dude. People do wild things in times of distress. Like, the one thing, I think some of the best advice I ever got was, and I don't always follow this, and I think it applies
We
to
know
all of
you
us.
don't follow advice.
I follow a lot of advice. Maybe not yours, but advice.
Keep going.
But when it comes to making very, very big and rash decisions, a lot of people make them emotionally because they're in the moment. You got to always use your head, dude. And
Well, you got to take yourself out of the situation and have time to breathe and process.
no, and I understand, but I also think that's why sometimes people obviously make bad decisions because they're in the moment. They're emotional. They're
Or emotionally unintelligent, don't know how to recognize that they're having a bad moment. I mean,
Yeah.
and sometimes that's a learned skill to be able to recognize. All right, I'm feeling this way. I probably should remove myself from this situation until I can come back and be rational about it.
I can give you an example of one time when athletes were accused, and it turned out to be a whole made up story. Back in the 90s, Michael Irvin and another Cowboys player, Eric Williams, were accused of sexually assaulting a woman. And, they both had checkered past with drugs and hookers and stuff. And
Cocaine!
but nothing like that, But it was, of course, everybody remembers those 90s Cowboys had a bad reputation for
Cocaine!
Yeah, and so when it came out, everybody believed it, And then eventually the police investigated and figured out, oh, no, both these guys have solid alibis on that night.
They were doing cocaine!
Probably, their alibi was probably their coke dealer, yeah. But this woman made up a whole story about how supposedly, like, Eric Williams held her down while Michael Irvin did stuff to her and blah blah. And obviously,
quite graphic.
Irvin and Williams were both very adamant and like, nope, never, don't even know the woman, blah blah. And
We
then,
was in the bathroom doing cocaine!
Yeah.
But because a lot of people are biased against the Cowboys, so many people just went with it and are like, oh, they definitely did that shit.
Well, I don't even think it's because they're Cowboys.
I think it's because they're Cowboys.
I think it's because they're black.
Damn.
No.
Well, but a lot
Alrighty
of
then.
he's not wrong.
Yeah, no, I
but-
think it's because they were black.
Especially in the 90s.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
also, like, I think a lot Kobe's black, and
Same
a lot
thing
of
with
people
Kobe.
defended Kobe though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's fine. I mean, put it this way. Oh, okay, here, boom, bomb drop. Would you, in this day and age, or before we knew anything,
I have another question.
would you have defended OJ back in the day?
I probably, at that age that I was,
Yeah.
maybe at first when he was in the Bronco, I'm like, go, OJ, go. I didn't know any better.
But then once stuff started coming
Once
out,
stuff
it was just
started coming
too
out, it was
obvious,
like,
too
yeah.
much evidence. Apparently not for the jury.
Yeah.
But
If it don't fit, you must have quit.
oh,
Yeah.
good Lord.
What?
Yeah. Meanwhile, the glove fits. If you watch, the glove fit him just fine. But OJ is just screwing around with it.
They probably told him to do that.
And
Of course he did.
You want to talk about a fumble on the 1 yard line with your season on the line? That was that court moment, dude. Really?
Yes. So they should have never asked OJ to put the glove on. That was where it all went to shit. That's when
It wasn't the actual glove though, was it?
yeah, and the FX did a
So
really
they
good
still had
series about
the glove still had fucking blood on it.
Sorry, I just kind of.
I don't think it was the original glove.
would
I think it
assume-
was just the same exact style of glove.
It might have been.
maybe probably
Which you could have just easily shrunk that shit before you entered it as evidence.
Right.
Yeah, they could have washed that shit without letting it dry
Yeah,
out
it's
or
fucking
something.
leather.
Yeah, and not that you wash leather.
That's my point. It would
yeah.
shrink.
No, and that's what, like if you watch this FX series, what's Johnny Cochran, like he, like basically the glove was just sitting there, and he during a recess he went over and he looked at the glove and he was like, he was like, this glove, like, it looks small, and he was like, we should get OJ to put the glove on. But then, he was brilliant. He was like, no, it's going to look a lot better if we can get them to ask OJ to put the glove on. Because if we ask OJ to put the glove on, it's going to look like we said. So he got Christopher Darden, the prosecutor.
So wait, you're mad about this? Like, that's just brilliant law work.
Well, I'm mad that a murderer got away with murder.
No shit.
But I'm giving Johnny Cochran his props.
But he did his
job.
Hold
he was
on.
a great defense attorney.
Hold on. He got his comeuppance. He ended up getting a brain tumor later and dying of fucking brain cancer.
And I'm not saying I want the man to die.
That's his comeuppance.
I'm not saying
you did, but I'm saying at first you were like, well, you shouldn't have got off. But he did his job for what he did.
No, he did a great job.
So you can't be mad at him.
I highly recommend this FX series
or the system. You can't be mad at the system because he played the system perfectly.
Another thing.
He did.
Like when they had the jurors come look at OJ's house. He tried to make it look as black as he could, basically. He put all these pictures up that weren't there before. But before, it was all these pictures of OJ with his white cop friends that he played golf with and everything. But he said, no, this isn't going to go well with the jurors. We need to put up pictures of you and your mom and all this shit. And it was like a totally different house.
Shawn, this is how law works. That's what
I'm not complaining.
Defense lawyers do.
I'm saying he was brilliant.
Oh, okay.
But I'm still saying the fucking jurors are idiots.
You watch a lot of TV. That's crazy.
This is a fucking...
Well,
show was 10 years ago.
I didn't want to watch the show because I lived it. I saw it.
I watch a lot of TV. Every time I come on here, you're talking about some show I've never heard of.
Yeah, because you are boring.
You watch a lot of TV.
I watch movies mostly.
I farted.
Okay,
Still
thanks.
TV.
I was gonna say something. I had another thought. Since we were talking about black stuff. I don't see a lot of, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, I don't see a lot of white celebrities getting drugged through the mud like black celebrities do.
What?
So I'm saying, name a few.
How about any time a white person says something like anywhere near racial?
I'm talking about, about like going to jail type shit.
Yeah, no. So I know what Jared's asking. So in recent memory,
give me your black examples first.
We just named a bunch of them.
I think
exactly. You can't think of any.
What?
What do you mean? What, Shawn? Is it how unclear is that question to you?
No. What black examples did you name?
We just named fucking Bill Cosby, P. Diddy, R. Kelly.
Wait, we named Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay, there's one.
Yes.
one.
I'm asking a serious question. You're taking it as if I'm being fucking like some kind of, I don't know, race baiting motherfucker.
They put Paris Hilton in prison for having an expired driver's license. Remember that?
They didn't put her in prison.
Well, they put her in jail for a month.
Okay, I mean
that's hot.
But that wasn't a scandal.
It was a big deal. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I feel
and they did it to make an example out of her.
Hey, what about Bill Clinton? Does that kind of
I think that could fall in there.
Trump.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I think that might fall in there as
maybe
well.
Just because
it's crazy.
It's because they're just trying. It's gonna sound weird. I think they're just trying to discredit him whatever way they can, so he is not able to win the election.
I'm not saying that race is not a factor,
I'm
not even a big factor.
That.
I'm just saying I think that when the media or whoever tries to tear down celebrities, they just want to tear them all down. All right, because it's
I see what you're saying, but I don't know. I just feel like the media tears down one side more than the other.
Well, how about all these white people that just say one questionable thing and that's like career over? When
what's the name of
when rap music is still a thing.
No. What's the name of the chick that was on the Mandalorian that was canceled?
The Gina Carano.
Yeah, so I think that's a good example too. To a degree, whether it's self-inflicted or not.
Disney they're fucking extra. I don't really.
Yeah, but
she also should have known when to shut the hell up too.
Well, at the same time,
that sounds a little misogynistic, but okay.
No. See, you're tearing the white man down.
No, I'm not.
No, but it's like but I think
I think people pick and choose. I think people pick and choose. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I agree. I agree. Because I think it's easy for, and I hate to say this, but I think it's easy for us as, especially the United States, to point at the, a different demographic of like, oh, hey, this fits the bill, this fits the profile, and, of everything that, we think of what people are, and at the end of the day, you're 10 times worse.
Oh yeah, the ones who the virtue signalers, they're like, oh, I'm this way and I'm that way. Those are the ones you got to worry about because they're secretly
it's like
that way.
It's a people like when you go into your office and you see their desk and they got the Bible sitting on it.
Ugh.
Like, that, like, and I'm not knocking religion. That's not what this is about. This is about people putting on a front of what like you're saying. It's hey, I'm.
Those are the people who are hiding the worst shit that they've done. They've done the worst shit maybe in their past and maybe they're over it, but they use this as a guide back to righteousness.
And I just hate when people try to justify outdated, bigoted beliefs because it's religion. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care how religious you are. It's not an excuse to be a homophobe. Like, I don't care what your Bible says. Like, it's a made-up book. You're praying to a made-up God. Gay people are real. Like, deal with it.
This is Shawn coming out on the Mass.
But seriously,
on his
like
final episode.
they talk about Jesus loves everybody except you queers.
I agree.
I agree with that.
This
too.
is why I was saying you were kind of fucking trying to play both sides of the field where you were saying, oh, religion. I'm not saying religion. Blah 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 blah. I'm saying fuck that shit. It's bullshit. It was written by man. That book that you're reading and you're claiming, and don't get me wrong, fine, it may work for some people. It may work for some people, and some people need it because what it is it's basically a moral compass guide. Yeah, it's like live your life through these rules, and you're a good person.
So let me ask
now to make it seem that if I don't exactly follow this fucking book by the text word by word, that I'm going to some fucking unhealthy place for eternity, fuck off.
Also, let's not forget how many wars have happened because of people's misguided
There's one going on right now.
Right. Yeah. 9/11 happened because of religion.
Yeah.
I get it. It's religion. Believing in something does great things for a lot of people, and I'm not trying to shit on that.
But if you're using it to
a lot of people bastardize it.
Yeah, if you're using it to harm someone, another group of people, just because they don't agree with what you're saying, same thing with politics. Oh, I'm a Republican. I hate fucking Democrats. Right. I'm a Democrat and fucking Republican. I'm liberal and I fucking hate
idiots.
You all fucking suck because you think that your side is better than something. We're all in this shit
together,
bro.
We're all on the same side. You're like, I voted for both parties, and to some people, that's like crazy to think. Like, oh yeah, I have my own brains.
I voted exactly. I voted for both parties before. And I don't have any problem with it. I'll do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let me ask you this: is that the book that that the moral compass that people follow? Do you think it's lasted as long as it has because it is ultimately beneficial, or do you think?
No.
Yeah.
Because it was originally the way we know it today. It was written. A lot of it was written by the Romans, to control how the people that they're ruling. So the ruling class could control the commoners.
Yeah.
This is the reason why the Vatican is its own country today.
Yeah. Right.
Because they ran shit.
Yeah.
The priests and the Pope, they ran all that shit. The emperor, he went to them for advice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you watch Gladiator, and they don't really talk about it in there. If you watch Gladiator, they all have them robes on and they're going to the Senate, right?
Yeah.
The Senate basically represents like the religious part of Rome. And so you have to go talk to the council before we can make any decisions for the empire. That type of shit. And that's where all that shit comes from. Not all of it. I mean, there's other farther parts and They even say a lot of even the Christianity parts of it. A lot of it still comes out of Africa. Judaism or Judaism comes out of Africa, and just went over because people moved around. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nobody wants to fucking act like they want to think whatever in these books that we have right now. That's the fucking bottom line.
Yeah.
Because Stone Cold said so.
Now give me a hell yeah.
Hey.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to episode 212. God damn.
What?
Of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. As always, it is IRG, the pizza guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist. Shawn, thank you so very, very much for coming back, joining us this week.
Thank you for
Catch
having
us
me.
anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Monday, 9 a.m. sharp for the visual on YouTube, and every Saturday live on Twitch around 6:30 p.m.-ish. You can catch the Mad Scientist Lab, but until next week, as always, please like, share, comment, subscribe, review, and please be safe. All right?
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Go Steelers.
You so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The Mad Scientist Lab. The Mad Scientist Lab. The Mad Scientist Lab. The Mad Scientist Lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The Mad Scientist Lab.